There's another play of the Phillies versus the Chicago Cubs for the Chicago Cubs regular season game. It's the first game of the three-game series against the Cubs. So pitching for the Phillies tonight will be Christopher Sanchez, and pitching for the Cubs tonight will be Javier Assad. So let's go get this one. And the Phillies come in this game in 7-8 on the season, and the Cubs come and the Chicago Cubs come this game 7-8 in the season. Both teams with the same record. And yeah, so let's see if we get this win tonight, y'all. And also change up, y'all. What no one's gonna see is batting cleanup tonight, so that's pretty good for the Phillies. Hey, that's really good in a way. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Everyone got moved down to 8 in the lineup, so that everybody still got moved down in the lineup as well. They keeping Justin Crawford at the night in the ninth spot. I don't want to change anything to make him get any pressure for him. So there's a reason for that. But other than that, yeah. So what up, Jim? What up, Star Wars? And then what's up, David Sports Highlights? Alright, here goes the Chicago Cubs starting lineup. We got Nico Holden, Alex Rabbit, Suzuki, Ian Head, Carson Kelly, Nancy Swanson, Miguel Amaya, Heath Armstrong, and Matt Jones. And that is the Chicago Cubs starting lineup. Alright, so coming at the bat for the Cubs, we have Nico Holden coming back for the Cubs. The Cubs players on base. They're outside the first. Here we go. Because the Saints got a pitch in there for you. Nico, get ready for it. On the catch goes to strike 1-0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch in there for you. Nico, get ready for it. And Nico Holden asked for a time, y'all. Nico Holden get right in the back, 6 more base rules. Come on, Santy. Shout out to people watching, leave the 3 likes. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch in there for you. Nico, waiting for a swing, and the miss, and that strike 2 is 0-2. Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for you. Nico, waiting for it. On that catch goes the balls 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for you. Nico, waiting for it. Right, that catch goes the ball 2 is a 2-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for you. Nico, waiting for it. So runner catch gonna strike 3. And Nico Holden is out. Nico, you gotta strike the F out by Christopher Sanchez. Go sit in that coach that out. First strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 1K. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Alex Burbank next to bat for the Cubs. The Cubs plays on base. 1 out, top of the first. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch coming in for you, Burbank. Get ready for it. Runner catch another strike 1 is 0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming in for you, Burbank. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes the balls 1-1. And Christmas saying just got another face coming in for you, Reverend. Get ready for it. Why that catching goes all two with the 2-1. And Christmas saying just got another face coming in for you, Reverend. Get ready for it. Swing in the miss, and that strike two was a 2-2. And Christmas saying just got another face coming in for you, Reverend. Get ready for it. The swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Alex Berman will race the first base for the Cubs. Really cool. This is a new head I got. I got this during the flower show. In last month. I got this in the flower show in March, so. And Alex Berman singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Justin Harper. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have. Yes, yes, Suzuki come next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base. One out, top of the first. Here we go. Because Mercedes got a face can do for you, so you can wait for it. Run that catch goes balls 1-0. And Chris Mercedes got another face can do for you, so you can wait for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 1-1. You gotta change the location a little bit, it used to be close to the TVA, but so you couldn't see everything. It's on there right here, so now you can see the Doctor Who poster, you can see the Pokemon poster, now you can see the Doctor Who, what the Doctor say, and you can see the switches to get the Doctor Who thing, so you can see there. These are not good, we need to play better, that's good stuff. What's up, Robert Griffin? And Cooker said you got another fish can breeze. So you can wait for it. And saying you got into a double play. Yes. Saying you got into a double play to the shortstop, Trey Turner, to the second baseman, Roger Stott, to the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Alex Lemon is out second base, and saying Zuki's out at first base. Yeah. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So we ever scored, and that's the Cubs. So we have a score game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. We have a score game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do to turn to bat at the bottom of the first. And the three Philly players to bat at the bottom of the first be Trey Turner, Cashman, and Bryce Harper. Is my favorite poster? Well, since I only got like 2 posters right there, I would say my favorite one would have to be the new one I just got, the Doctor Who poster. Pokemon posters, yeah. Actually, I got 3 posters. Actually, I got the Pokemon poster, the Doctor Who poster, and I also got a signed poster from my 2 favorite YouTubers down on Chrissy. So, if I had to say which one my favorite one, it would definitely have to be, well, it was the down Chrissy poster, yeah, because I'm the YouTubers, yeah. That was a signed signature poster. And if you know, you know. But I would say now my favorite one is the new Doctor Who poster I got with the 15th Doctor and Movie Sunday, 15th Doctor played by Shigeru, and the Movie Sunday played by Millie Golan. Yeah, that's a new favorite poster, so. And the finish that we got Trey Turner, Castle, and Bryce Harper, Adonis here in the clean spot, Brandon Morris, Bay Leville, Evan Boone, Bryson Star, J.T. Reed, and Justin Palmer. That's your finish time right now. So, So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly versus no Rays. 0 outs. Top in the first. Here we go. And Javier Sierra gonna face gonna strike right for it. Right, it's gonna strike with the 0-1. And Javier Sierra gonna face strike right for it. And Trey Turner grounds out to the shortstop. Danzy Smalls into the first baseman Carson Kelly. And Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Castro coming next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly first on base. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Javier gonna face getting everybody swinging right for it. Right, catch go strike one's 0-1. And how you're gonna face me swing away for you swing that go how you go win it that ball's going gone. Somehow off for Castro and the Phillies are on the board. And Castro got a hit, he's 1 for 1, y'all. And this is Castro's fifth home run on the 2026 season on the fly ball to center field. That was one of the Phillies. And Castro just hit a home run off his former team. He's like, Cubs, you take me to the Phillies? Look at this. I'm going to hit a home run for you. Just go, yeah, make the Cubs feel bad, yeah. You take me to Philly? Look at that. Yeah. Cubs would say, you know what? I'm going to hit a swell bar in front of my former team. Hello, Cubs. Yeah, you shouldn't have got rid of me. There you go. That's what Cubs would say. I'm gonna teach the Cubs something. You traded me to Philly, so there you go. No, you just got what came to you. You should have done that. Yeah, that was the worst mistake the Cubs did. Get rid of the best hit that they ever had, and when he's part of the club. Like, hello. Yeah, how do you got swore 1-0 Phillies? Come on, yo. I still got 5 homes this season, yo. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Bryce Harper next to bat for the Phillies. You got no Philly players on base. 1 out, batting the first team, we go Carver Nation. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to Vice Over Jojo, and I watch this game at FC Sports Plus. And Javier going to pitch me. Vice Over flies out to the right field, and Vice Over's out. Vice Over over 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have those Garcia the next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. And Javier got a pitch me. You go see it, wait for it. Running catch goes strike was 0-1. And Javier gonna pitch me. You go see it. Running catch goes ball was 1-1. And Javier gonna pitch me. You go see it, wait for it. Running catch goes strike 2 to 1-2. And Javier gonna pitch me. You go see it, wait for it. Swing in the miss, and that's strike 3. And Adolis gonna see it's out. Adolis gonna see you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. And that's 3 to the Phillies. So the score is the Cubs have 0 runs, the Phillies have 1 run, and that's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. We went on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the red. Let's see what the Cubs do. The turn the red, top of second. And that was one of the Phillies. And the 3 Cubs players did the red, the top of the second will be Ian Happ, Carson Kelly, and Dancy Swanson. Yeah, that's the one that we got. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. So coming at the bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Hack from the bat for the Cubs. No current players on base, 0 outs, top of the first, top of the second, here we go. Christopher Sanchez got the face connect for Ian going forward. A swing that goes right into the grass, not a single. Ian Hack will race the first base for the Cubs. Ian Hack singles on a line drive to the center fielder, Justin Crawford. And coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we got Carson Kelly. Next, the bat for the Cubs, we got one cover player on first base. 0 outs, top of the second, here we go. Chris Taylor got pitch, Carson, on the catch goes going well. Chris Taylor pitch, Carson, on the catch goes ball 2-2 now. Chris Taylor pitch, Carson, on the catch goes strike one, it's a 2-1. And Chris Taylor pitch, Carson, on the catch goes ball 3-1. And Chris Taylor pitch, Carson, and that is ball for Carson Kelly and Long will race the first base for the Cubs. When to go, Chris Taylor, walk the first bat of the game had to be Carson Kelly. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Dansby Swanson. The next bat for the Cubs, we have Cubs players on first base and second base. 0 outs, top of the second, here we go. Christopher Sanchez to the pitch, Dansby running the pitch, another strike with 1-1. Christopher Sanchez to the pitch, Dansby swinging the race, and strike 2 with 0-2. Christopher Sanchez to the pitch, Dansby running the catch goes rolled 1-2. Christopher Sanchez to the pitch, Dansby running the catch goes rolled 2-2-2. Christopher Sanchez to the pitch, Dansby running the catch goes rolled 3-2 the full count. The second of pussy dancing, dancing saw the expert time ago, they saw the 11 rounds, this will be so. You're swinging the first 3 dancing, swing as a foul goes to 3-2. And Lindsay saying as a swing, Lindsay saying as a foul goes 3-2. The second of pussy dancing, great boy. Right now, catch girl, that strike 3. And Danny Swollen got strike the F out by Christopher Sanchez, go sit in that Cubs dugout, yeah. Second strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 2 Ks. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Miguel Amaya connects the bat for the Cubs. We have a couple players on first base and second base. 1 out, top of the second, here we go. Christmas Sanders got a face coming for you, Miguel. Go wait for it. Ronda Cats goes the Balls 1-0. And Christmas Sanders got another face coming for you, Miguel. Go wait for it. You swinging that one's a 5 balls and 1-1. What up, Coach Sterling? Is that right? And Christmas Sanders got another face coming for you, Miguel. Go wait for it. Ronda Cats goes the Ball 2 is a 2-1. Shout out to the 8 people watching. Thank you for the 6 likes. And Christmas Sanders got another face coming for you, Mario. For you, Miguel. Go wait for it. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Miguel Mario will miss the first base for the Cubs. And Miguel Mario single on the line drive to left fielder to left fielder Brandon Morris. And Carson Kelly missed second base, and Ian had missed the third base. So the Cubs have Miguel Mario on first base, Carson Kelly on second base, and Ian had on third base. Bases only for the Cubs. And my defense is terrible. How you going? Bases loaded, great. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Crow Armstrong next to bat for the Cubs, base over the Cubs. One out, top of the second. Here we go. Christmas Sanders got a pitch in the way. Pete away for one. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 0-1. And Christmas Sanders got another pitch in the way. Pete away for one. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is 0-2. But don't say that Star Wars, because then, if you say that, then Pete gonna do that. Don't even try to say the grandson's coming. Don't say that. Don't try to jinx it. You trying to jinx it right now by saying that. And Christmas Sanders got another pitch coming for you. Pete away for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Pete Armstrong is out. Pete Armstrong, you just got strike the F out by Christmas Sanders. Gonna send that Cubs. They go, yeah. Third strike out for Christmas Sanders, 3 Ks. See, I told you Star Wars, never jinx it. Never jinx it and say a grandson's coming. Never say that. So coming up next, the vet for the Cubs, we have Matt Shaw connects the vet for the Cubs, facing over the Cubs, 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Mr. Sanders got a pitch, gonna bring back a way for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, 0-1. And Christmas Sanders got another pitch, gonna bring back a way for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, it's 0-2. Yes, it come on, Phillies, come on, our defense. And Christmas Sanders got another pitch, gonna bring back a way for it. And Matt Shaw grinds out to the first baseman, Bryce Harper, and Matt Shaw is out. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the score is the Cubs have 0 runs, the Phillies have 1 run, and moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do to turn the bat at the bottom of the second, and it's still 1-0 Phillies. And the 3 Philly players due at the bat at the bottom of the second will be Vernon Morris, Alec Bohm, and Bryson Stott. But the second inning is not over, Star Wars. You got to go to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies' turn, so the second inning is not done yet. You got the lucky Philly head on, so this might help. I know, like the base loading, which is kind of. say the thing, the judge. What the heck? So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris trying to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Javier got a pitch count and Brandon Morris going for it. Brandon's catch good. Strike one is 0-1. And Javier got another pitch count and Brandon Morris going for it. Yeah, that was going on because I said he's a little bit off in his other innings, so you know what? You know what? Cameron win for? Get out of here with that Shea Tiny shit. I hate that damn Japanese bastard, man. And Javier gonna fix me more great for his swing. That was if I was 0-2. And Javier gonna fix me more great for it. Ronnie's catch goes to balls 1-2. And Javier gonna fix me more great for it. Ronnie's catch goes to ball 2 is a 2-2. And Javier gonna fix me more great for it. You swing it there when that's a 5 balls a 2-2. Don't say that. Don't say no as good as. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. And Javier gonna fix gonna be Morris great boy. You swing that one goes right into the grass. And that's a single. And Brandon Morris will base the first base for the Phillies. And Brandon Morris got a hit. He's 1-for-1, yo. Just because Shea Otani won the World Series with the Dodgers, so he finally complete that goal. But he ain't the best. He ain't all that. Because Bryce Harper's better, so. Okay, good for you. And Brandon Ross singles on the ground ball to the right field of Matt Show. So coming up next to bat for the the Phillies, we have Alec Bohm next to bat the Phillies. No, we got one Philly player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Javier got a pitch to there for you. Alec ready for it. Running catch goes balls 1-0. And Javier got another pitch to there for you. Alec ready for it. Running catch goes ball 2 is a 2-0. No, not Mama McGuire. I said Bryce Harper. So if you would listen next time, you would know Bryce Harper. Hello. And Javier gonna face it for you and for you, like a wait for it. Running catch goes strike one is a 2-1. And Javier gonna face it for you, like a wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is a 2-2. And Javier gonna face it for you, like a wait for it. And Javier threw a pitch over to his first baseman, Carson Kelly, to make sure that Brandon Marshall got the first base bag. They get 10 number one at first base. And Javier got another pitch for Alex Ray for it. Riley catching go that strike three. Alabama was out. Alabama, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. Alabama, you 0 for 1 your first strikeout. Let's see what Alabama's bad average today. Alabama, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. And Alabama's bad average is dropping down to 140. It's 145. It's .145. Damn, Alabama, you 0 for 1 your first strikeout and your bad average is 145. You suck, Alabama. That's why Bryce Harper said that. That's why Bryce Harper said you know called you out at the beginning of the season started. That's why he said you're not the cleanup guy anymore because you can't hit you supposed to everyone's supposed to be out 280 hitter and they batting 145. Yeah he sucks right now. I think Bryce Harper called out Alabama and said he's not being the cleanup guy because he's terrible. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have coming next, the bat for the Phillies. We got Bryson Stocker next, the bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on first base, one out, bottom of the second. Here we go. Aside got the pitch. Javier got the pitch. They're going. You start. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes strike one's 0-1. And Javier got the pitch. Can be start. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes strike two. 0-2. And Javier got the pitch. Be start. Get ready for it. Advice to start. Ask for time on your advice to start. Get right back to the bad box. System of base road. And Javier got the pitch. Can be start. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the balls 1-2. Bryson Stock, get a damn hit, man. And Javier got another pitch, and everybody started going for it. And Javier assigned to a pitch over to his first base and Carson Kelly to make sure that Brandon Marshall got the first base back. We got 10 number 2 at first base. Yeah, well, at least Bryson Stock's bad now, which is not that bad. It's not as low as well, yeah. Well, Bryson Stock's bad on the 200 this season anyway. Yeah, that's bad too. And Javier got another pitch, and everybody started going for it. Yeah, that on 200. That's like bad for start. Like for start, that's like the worst thing ever. And Body Star flies out to the center field and peak on so Body Star's out. Body Star, you 0 for 1. So coming up next, to bat the Phillies, we have J.T. Realmuto next to bat the Phillies. No Philly. We got so coming next to bat the Phillies, we have J.T. Realmuto next to bat the Phillies. We got one Philly player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Javier got a pitch, can everybody J.T. go wait for it. Ronnie's catching goes, the ball is 1-0. And Javier got another pitch, and everybody J.T. go wait for it. And Javier do a pitch over to his first base and Carson Kelly to make sure that Brandon Marshall got the first base bag. Pinkerton number 3 at first base. Look at that, JT ain't wearing no elbow guard. Oh, so you ain't want to wear elbow guard for this one, but the other games you wear, right? The Bills on. And Javier gonna pitch because everybody JT go wait for it. Ronnie's catching go to strike 1-1. And Javier got another pitch because JT go wait for it. And the catcher do the pitch over to his another pitch over to his shortstop. And the shortstop, Nigga Horner, to try to make sure, to try to tell Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh is safe at second base. And this is Brandon Marsh's second steal on the 2026 season on second base. So coming on that, and so Javier got another pitch in the very JT Gray for one. Drop! And right to the grass, and that's a single. And JT Riddle makes the first base for the Phillies. JT Riddle got a hit. He's 1 for 1, yo. And JT Riddle singles on a fly ball to the right field of Bradshaw. And the Phillies scored another run. So it's going. The Cubs have 0 runs. The Phillies have 2 runs. And the Phillies get the second run score in the bottom of the second next to Brandon Marsh. That was 2-0 Phillies. So coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, we have Justin Corbin next to the bat of the Phillies. We have one free player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Javier got a pitch in there, but he just take away for it. Ronnie's catching goes strike one's 0-1. And Javier got a pitch, but he just take away for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 0-2. And Javier got another pitch in there, but he just take away for it. Ronnie's catching goes the balls 1-2. And Javier got another pitch in there, but he just take away for it. Javier got another pitch in there, but he just take away for it. And Justin Corbin strikes out the foul team. Justin Culver's out. Justin Culver, you're 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. Justin Culver, you're 0 for 1 with your first strikeout, and you stranded Brandon Marshall on second base, on first base. What up, what's next? No, let me tell you that one was next. Yeah, don't go serious, guys. The 200. Yeah, you right on that one. Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, I changed the location of the room. I'm gonna do it. Have the camera stream set up. So now you can see over here. So what's next? You can see the Pokemon poster, the Doctor Who poster. You see the Doctor Who 11 Doctor set, and you can see the picture of my girlfriend Peggy right there. The one from Saturday, you can see it. It's right there. So. And that's the answer for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies. That's the answer for the Phillies. So the score is the Cubs have 0 runs. The Phillies have 2 runs. That's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the bat. Let's see the Cubs and they will turn the bat at the bottom, turn the bat at the top of the third. Now it's 2-0 Phillies. And the three Cubs players to the bat at the top of the third will be Nico Horner, Alex Redmond, and Seiya Suzuki. Yeah, Costner hit a home run against his former team and made him look bad. And then we scored in the run. So at least the Phillies get Christopher Sanchez 2 runs aboard. At least that's good enough. That's better than nothing. Christopher Sanchez got to get back on his game. But the offense gave him runs aboard, only gave him 2. So coming up the bat for the Cubs, we had Nico Horner coming back for the Cubs. The Cubs players on base, 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got the pitch, getting away. Nico get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a foul, was 0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, getting away. Nico get ready for it. And Nico Horner, expert time on you. Nico Horner get right back to the bat, six more base rolls. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, Nico get ready for it. Right now, catching goes the rolls 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, Nico get ready for it. He swing that one, goes right into the stands, and that's a foul, balls of 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, getting away. Nico get ready for it. And Nico Horner grinds out to the shortstop, Trey Turner to the first base, and vice over. And Nico Horner is down. You're right. Our Nation definitely vague. You're right. You're right on that one, Wednesdays. Definitely vague. So I got the lucky vice up jersey on. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Alex Redmond next to the bat for the Cubs. We got no Cubs players on base. 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch getting by you. Redmond, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch getting by you. Redmond, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2 is a 2-0. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch getting for you. Redmond, get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 3 is a 3-0. I was wrong from 1 week ago. I see it, but by the way now, looking in the past 2 games over 5. Oh, we got this game Sanchez pitching. Yep, that's true. Well, I know you were wrong about Garcia in the beginning, so what's next? But now you see the last couple games. Now I see the last couple games he ain't hitting too good. So I mean, it's just like yeah. And Christmas Saints got another pitch coming up for you. Ready for it. Right now, catch go. The strike one is a 3-1. And Christmas Saints got another pitch for you. Ready for it. And that is wrong for. And that was Redmond is wrong over against the first base for the Cubs. Way to go, Christmas Saints. You walk your second batter of the game. It had to be Alex Berman of the Chicago Cubs. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Seiya Suzuki connects the bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base. One out, top of the third. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a base skinner with Suzuki waiting for it. Right now, Cubs go. The strike one is 0-1. And I just want to know what the reason why David Rossi even signed him those Garcia to the Phillies anyway. Because if you sign him for his defense and not for his hitting, yeah, that's kind of like yeah, you getting one part out of Garcia, but you're not getting the hitting part. So yeah, Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up for you, so you can wait for it. That ball's in there. The ball's 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up for you, so you can wait for it. What a fucking play. Phillies defense. And San Suzuki grounds into a four-top to the shortstop, Trey Turner to the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Ellis Blevins out at first base. Ellis Blevins out at second base, but San Suzuki advanced to first base. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ connects the bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base, two outs, top of the third. Here we go. Christmas Sanchez got a pitch getting for Ian, get ready for it. Right now, catches good. The strike one is 0-1. And Christmas Sanchez got another pitch getting for Ian, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is 0-2. Oh, yeah. Those considered bad in both sides of the baseball. He's bad. He's bad. He can't hit. He can't throw. Like, why is he even on this police team anyway? And Christmas Sanchez got another pitch connect for you. He ready for it. Right now, catch goes balls 1-2. And Christmas Sanchez got another pitch connect for you. He ready for it. That ball's in the dirt. It's a ball two. It's a 2-2. Oh, I know why. I don't know why David Vazquez signed those in the Phillies because he won one because the Dodgers Garcia won a World Series with the Texas Rangers, so that makes him. And also he won a Gold Glove too, so for defensive purposes, so that's the reason why for that. Cause yeah, he had World Series championship aspirations because he won a World Series, so that makes him a good player, and he got a Gold Glove for the defensive part, so that's why. And when he hit home runs when it's time when he was with the Texas Rangers. So Dirk Rossi saw all that and was like, yeah, let me sign the guy. And swing and Christmas Sanchez and pitch me, he can wait for it. Swinging the miss and that strike three. He didn't have his out. He just got struck the F out by Christmas Sanchez. Gonna send that coach dugout. 4 strikeout for Christmas Sanchez, 4 Ks. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the score the Cubs had 0 was the Phillies had 2 was. And moving on to the bottom of the third when Germany is the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn the bat at the bottom of the third. And still 2-0 Phillies. And the three Philly players to bat at the bottom of the third will be Trey Turner, Castro, and Bryce Harper. Trey Turner's 0 for 1. Castro is 1 for 1 with a home run, off the run. And Bryce Harper's 0 for 1. Oh, good. You're probably know I'm right about it. Yeah, I say I'm right about it. But I'm just saying, what was the That's why I'm looking at Dave Gambowski, the one who signed the sign those Garcia. So I do agree with you on what's saying, but I'm just kind of mad at but I'm just kind of mad at Dakin Rossi for signing on those Garcia because like what you signed him for, just because he had all those accolades of just saying doesn't mean still terrible. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner coming bat for the Phillies. No Philly first on base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Javier got a pitch in the retry away for his swing. That one goes right to the stands, and that's a foul ball. 0-1. Really? Them fouls gonna look at this. Trey right there, like the girls I see right there. Damn, Trey. Yeah, go think about the president of baseball, president of Phillies baseball operation. Yeah, bonehead for that. Oh my God, they gotta look at this replay. Yeah, this ain't no good. They still gotta look at this. Hey, yeah. They got right there. He ain't coming up the Yeah. MLB, come on. I got the pick by the Kansas City Royals in November. Really? You talking about you talking about the MLB the show 26? You talking about what's next? Yeah, having a history trade away for it. Running catch goes Royals 1-1. Oh, okay, that's good. The Royals are not bad. I mean, you got Bobby Wood Jr. is gonna be one of your shortstops when you get up to the bigs and stuff, so that's gonna be interesting. So damn, like you don't wanna play in the same team with Bobby Wood Jr. when you get to the bigs and stuff. Come on, man. And how you're gonna basically where Trey can wait for it. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Trey Turner will raise the first base for the Bills. Trey Turner got a hit. Trey Turner's 1-2, yo. And Trey Turner singles on a long drive to the right field and match on. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Kyle Swanson next to bat for the Phillies. We got 150 on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Javier got another pitch coming up for you. Swing over the ready for it. You swing, that one goes high in the air. Wait, the ball's going, gone! 2-run home run for Castle and the first center lead yet again. So Castle got a hit. He's 2-2, yo. And this is Castle was Castle was 2-2, yo. So it's going. The Cubs have 0 ones. The Phillies have 4 ones, and the Phillies will get their 4 ones going. And the bottom of get a 2-1 score in the bottom of the third, thanks to Trey Turner and Kyle Swimmer's 2-1 home run. And Castle was 2-2, yo. Castle was 2-2, yo. This is 2-2, yo. Yeah, so let me say it. So this is the concept you the page got 4-1, the page got 2, so the bottom of the third, Castle was 2-2, yo. And the big team was going to Bob in the third days to Trey Turner, and Castle was 2-1 home run. And this is Castle with 6 home run on the second home run in the game, and Castle with 6 home run on the 2026 season on the 5-0 to center field. That was one of the Phillies. I know Castle been hitting home runs back to back in this damn game against his former team. Ain't that something? Castle was making hit every time we play every time the Cubs come to Philadelphia. Castle goes off against his former team. But in Philadelphia and in Wrigley Field. Yeah. Yeah. Can you call that right? It's like Castro was telling the Cubs again, why'd you trade me to the Phillies? Why? Let me show you again the reason why you traded me to the Phillies. You see what you did? You missed my bank and your organization. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you ain't got me over there. That's right, yeah. He's like, look, he's like, you know what? Castro was their best player when he was a Cubs player, man. Shouldn't trade the man. Gave him to the Phillies and look at him. Yeah, that's right. Castro is the best player in that movie. Anybody try to say Shohei Ohtani's better than is the best player in baseball? Go screw yourself with that one because. Mm-hmm. So coming up next, the back of the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper next to the Phillies, no Philly Bears and Mays. Zero outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Harvard Nation. Harvard Nation. Harvard Nation. And how many are going to pitch me? Bryce, one catch goes, balls go down. How many are going to pitch me? Bryce, great boy, one catch goes, ball 2 down. How many are going to pitch me? Bryce, running swing as ball 2-1. How many are going to pitch me? Bryce, swing away to strike 2-2-2. How many are going to pitch me? Bryce, running catch goes, ball 3-2 to full count. How many are going to pitch me? Bryce, great boy. And Bryce Harper grounds out to the second base and Nico Horner due to the first base and Carson Kelly. And Bryce Harper down. Bryce Harper, you 0 for 2. So coming up next, the battle of the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia. The next, the battle of the Phillies. No Philly players on base. One out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Oh, the reason why Adolis Garcia is batting cleanup because Adolis Garcia has batted has batted cleanup his entire career. So pretty much, Adolis Garcia used to bat in cleanup. So he used to bat in the fourth hole. So he used to bat in the fourth hole all his whole entire career. So he used to that spot anyway. So that's the reason for that. So, coming next to the Phillies, we got those who next to the Phillies, no Philly fans and Rays. One out, bottom of the third, here we go. How you gonna face when you go see a great boy, running catch goes in the ball 1-0. How you gonna face when you go see a running catch goes in the ball 2-0. And how you gonna face when you go see a great boy, and the Dogs gonna see it flies out to the right field, Bradshaw, and the Dogs gonna see it down. The Dogs gonna see you over 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh next to bat of the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. How many are gonna pitch for? How many are gonna pitch for Morris Greenwood? You swing it down with the 5 was 0-1. And how many are gonna pitch for Morris Greenwood? You swing it down with the 5 was 0-2. Oh, let me tell you this for the people at home. Those gonna see it batting average to drop again. Now those gonna see it's batting 196, Joe. That's bad. Oh, and Bryson Stott's batting average just dropped again. Now Bryson Stott's batting 191. Yeah, that's even way worse. And how are you gonna defense gonna play Morris Greenwood? Running touch goes balls 1 and 2. And how are you gonna defense gonna play Morris Greenwood? You swing it down when that's the 5 balls 1 and 2. It was Rob Thompson who the one who played the nose and in the Cleveland spot, so look at the results you get for that. And how are you gonna defense gonna play Morris Greenwood? Running catch goes ball 2, the 2 and 2. Running catch goes ball 2, the 2 and 2. And how are you gonna defense gonna play Morris Greenwood? Running catch goes ball 3, so 3 and 2. That's a full count. But that's the only right fielder that we have. When says we don't have another right fielder. That's the thing. We don't have another right fielder, so we can't take you really can't take Garcia out of the lineup because we don't have another right fielder. So you can't put Amada Sosa in the outfield because that wouldn't in the right field because I don't know that would not be a good idea if you do that. And and how are you gonna defense gonna be Morris Green for you swing that was a 5 balls a 3 and 2. And how are you gonna defense me Morris Green for it? And that is ball 4. And Brandon Marsh is walking who is the first base for the Phillies. And this is Brandon Marsh's first walk of the game. And now the Cubs want to challenge this. You want to use the ABS system? Yo, you use the fast system. Come on. Yeah, that's a wall. Why'd you even challenge that? Yeah, you did. Cubs catching. Yeah, that's a wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 196. Yeah. And we don't have a backup right fielder. If we did, that would be real nice right there. But we don't even have that. But we do have other players that can play right field. We got Otto Kim who can play right field. We got Monsones who can play right field. We can definitely do that. Either one of those can work if you really want to do that. So coming up next, to bat the Phillies, we have Adam Wilson next to bat the Phillies. We got 1 feet playing first base, 2 outs, 5 in the 3rd. Here we go. Javier got a pitch connect for Yella, going forward. What's up, Ryan Shannon? 43, 45. Thanks for the 100 super game. You're gonna swing, they're gonna bite to the grass, not single. And Alabama will miss the first base for the Pins. Alabama got it. Alabama finally got a hit, y'all. Alabama finally got a hit. He's 1 for 2, y'all. And Alabama singles on the short line drive to the left fielder, Ian Ham, and Brandon Marsh advanced to third base. So the Phillies have Alabama on first base and Brandon Marsh on third base. Plays in the corners now. Alabama finally got a hit in this game. And guess what, guys? Alabama's batting average just dropped again. Alabama's batting average just dropped again. Alabama now is batting 161 in this game. Oh my God, Alabama's batting average just dropped. Alabama sucks, man. Alabama sucks. His batting average is 161 right now. Yeah, Alabama just getting worse. Literally. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stock next to bat the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and third base. 2 outs, 5 in the 3rd. Here we go. Bryson Stock, get Marsh home so we can get another one. Cause you terrible too. Cause your batting average is dropping like flies. Your batting average is 191. You just going down like that. So yeah, how many gonna face gonna be start going for running catching the straight ones 0-1? And how many gonna face gonna be start going for it? And Bryson Stott grinds out softly to the third base and Alabama who do it to the first base and Carson Kelly. And Bryson Stott is down. Bryson Stott, you 0 for 2. And you stranded Alabama with Vernon Marsh on base. Oh, and by the way, Bryson Stott, your batting average just dropped again. Now you're batting 188. Yeah, you terrible. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score the Cubs have 0 runs. The Phillies have 4 runs. That's the end of the 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the bag. Let's see what the Cubs do to turn the bag top of the 4th. Now it's 1-0 Phillies. And the 3 Cubs players to the bag at the top of the 4th will be Carson Kelly, Dansby Swanson, and Miguel Amaya. Yeah, see, I was never done with sex ever again. With sex all be running. And somebody's table, they table. Crystal Sage is still pitching. So coming off the bat for the Cubs, we have Carson Kelly going to bat for the Cubs. No current players on base. 0 outs. Top of the 4th. Here we go. Crystal Sage just got a pitch connected by Carson going for it. Ronald Cutting goes strike was 0-1. And Crystal Sage got a pitch by Carson going for it. He's swinging down, goes right to the grass, and that's a single. And Carson Kelly will raise the first base for the Cubs. And Carson Kelly singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Justin Culver. So coming up next at bat for the Cubs, we have Dansby Swanson next at bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player on first base, 0 top of the board. Here we go. And Christopher Sanchez got a pitch connected there. So you go wait for it. Right, Liberty says everything. Right, Liberty says everything. Right, that catch goes to strike one's 0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got a pitch 3 days. You go wait for it. Right, that catch goes to balls 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got a pitch connected 3 days. You go wait for it. You swing that one goes high. He go way back there. Way back there. The ball's going, going, gone. 2-1 home run for Dansby Swanson, and the Cubs are on the board. So the score, the Cubs have 2 runs. The Phillies have 4 runs. And the Cubs are getting a 2-1 score at the top of the 4th, thanks to Carson Kelly and Dansby Swanson's 2-1 home run. And this is Dansby Swanson's 3rd home run in the 2026 season on a fly ball to right field. Damn it, because you got a home run knocked off you. Damn it. Now we got a baseball game, yo. This is something you did not expect to happen, so. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Miguel Amaya connects the bat for the Cubs. The Cubs plays away, 0 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch, gonna play Miguel, go away for it. Runner comes goes strike 1 to 0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got a pitch, Miguel, go away for it. He swings down to 5 to 0-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, gonna play Miguel, go away for it. Swing and a miss, not strike 3. Miguel May is out. Again, Miguel May, you just got struck the F out by Christopher Sanchez. Go sit in that Cubs dugout. Yeah. First strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 5 Ks. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Crow Armstrong next to the bat for the Cubs. The Cubs players on base. 1 out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch, gonna bring Pete, go away for it. Right now, catch goes strike 1 is 0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, gonna bring Pete, go away for it. Runner catches another strike 2 is 0-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, gonna bring Pete, go away for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and Pete Armstrong's out. Pete Armstrong, you just got strike the F out by Christopher Sanchez yet again. Go sit in that Cubs dugout, yeah. 6 strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 6 Ks. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Matt Shaw next to the bat for the Cubs. The Cubs players on base. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch, gonna bring back away for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is 0-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, gonna bring back away for it. Right now, catch goes balls 1-1. Right now, catch goes balls 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, gonna bring back away for it. Right now, catch goes to strike 2 is 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch, gonna bring back away for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Matt Shaw is out. Matt Shaw, you just got struck the F out by Christopher Sanchez yet again. Go send that Cubs dugout in there, yeah? 7 strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 7 Ks. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So the score is the Cubs had 2 runs, the Phillies had 4 runs, and we went on to the bottom of the fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see if the Phillies able to turn the bat at the bottom of the fourth. And the three Philly players leading at the bottom of the fourth be J.T. Realmuto, Justin Culver, and Trey Turner. J.T. Realmuto is 1-1 with RBI. Justin Culver is 0-1 to strikeout, and Trey Turner is 1-2 with a run. He said when he's off, he looks good also. Oh, you talking about Coach Sanchez? Yeah. Yeah, when Sanchez off, he always looks good, yeah. On JT's side of it, the hell was going on. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have J.T. Realmuto coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Javier got a pitch connect J.T. Wait for it. Riding catches gloves. The ball's 1-0. And Javier got a pitch connect J.T. Wait for it. Riding catches gloves. The ball 2 is a 2-0. And Javier got a pitch connect J.T. Wait for it. Riding catches gloves. The ball 3 is a 3-0. Don't have Castro go up there, kid, because he will go yard. If you don't yard again, it'll be like this. And Javier got another pitch connect J.T. Wait for it. Riders catch go to strike one is a 3-1. And Javier got another pitch connect J.T. Wait for it. And J.T. Miller grounds out softly to the pitcher. Javier assigned to do it to the first baseman Carson Cowley. J.T. Miller's out. J.T. Miller, you 1-for-2. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Culver next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. And Javier got a pitch connect Justin Wait for it. Yeah, what can you say about that? Running catch goes the balls 1-0. And Javier got a pitch for Justin Wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is a 1-1. And Javier got a pitch connect Justin Wait for it. He's swinging that one, that's a 5 balls, a 1-2. And Javier got a pitch connect Justin Wait for it. And Justin Culver asked for a timeout. Justin Culver got the right back to the baseball. And Javier got a pitch for Justin Wait for it. And Justin Culver grounds out to the second baseman. Nico Horner do it to the first baseman, Carson Kelly. And Justin Culver's out. Justin Culver, you're over 2 with your first strikeout. Missed out you late. JT already got out, and then Justin Corbett came with the bat, and now he just got out. So So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs. Top bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Javier got a pitch in there for you. Trey, get ready for it. Rodney catching guns the balls 1-0. And Javier got another pitch in there for you. Trey, get ready for it. And Trey Turner fires out to the left-hander, Ian, and Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you 1 for 3. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So score the Cubs have 2 runs, the Phillies have 4 runs. That's the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turning the bat. Let's see what the Cubs do. They're turning the bat at the top of the field. And the 3 Cubs players do the bat at the top of the field will be Nico Horner, Alec Redmond, and Seiya Suzuki. Here's the next pitch. You got Christopher Sanchez got about Christopher Sanchez got 7 strikeouts on Wednesday. 7. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait, see, right on back, yo. Love that guy for me. I'm back, yo. Kinda behind, but I'm big. I was eating dinner, so. So kind of the bad for the Cubs, we have Nico Holt to the bad for the Cubs, the Cubs plays on base. 0, top of the fifth, here we go. Trying to say the first thing you go, running catch, go strike with the one. Trying to say the first thing you go, running catch, go strike 2 and 2. Second, the Nico see the five, and Nico Holt strikes out the 5 2. 8 strike with 15, AK. On the next bad for the Cubs, yeah, Ellis Williams, next bad for the Cubs plays on base, 1 out, top of the fifth, here we go. Considering the first team where everyone can strike one. Considering the first team where everyone can move one. Considering the first team where everyone reaches on a fin there by shortstop Trey Turner. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, you have Sands, you can next to bat for the Cubs, you got one top player on first base. One on top of the fifth, here we go, continue first team, so you want to say the final one. You got the catcher rolled one. Ready catching the ball 2-1. So you ready catching the ball 3-1. So you know what you swing that foul 3-2. Okay, considering the first team, that's what the balls in that is one form. James you advance the first base for the Cubs. Mercedes on first base, Edwards on second base. Coming next bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ next bat for the Cubs. We have Cubs on first and second base. One out, top of the fifth, here we go. The Saints got a base for you, Ian Rodriguez, the balls in the balls one out. The second of the Ian Rodriguez gets strike with one. The second of the Ian Happ grounds into a double play. The shortstop changing the second base and party stop the first base watch over and Saints on second base. Ian Happ's out of first base. And that's the answer to the Cubs. The score is the Cubs have 2 runs. The Phillies have 4 runs. Move on to the bottom of the fifth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bad. Let's see the base. Nigga turn the bad. The bottom of the fifth. The three Phillies birds are at the bottom of the fifth. Carlson with right side. I'm doing what's going to see you. So coming up the red for the Phillies, you had Carlson coming out of the Phillies. No Phillies versus the Rays. 0. So bottom of the fifth. Here we go. How are you going to pitch you so we're going to catch you on the low? How are you going to pitch you so we're going to catch you on the low? How are you going to pitch you so we're going to catch you on the low? How are you going to pitch you so that is ball for when Castro is going to base the first base on the field. This Castro was second of the game. To come in next to bat the Phillies, you have Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies. No, one feedback first base. 0. Stop out of the field. You go. Nation. Nation. And how are you going to pitch me? Bryce Green was swinging like a right in the grass, and that's a single. And Bryce Harper makes the first base for the Fields. And Bryce Harper here, he's 1 for 3 on. And Bryce Harper singles on the ground long. Singles on line drive to the field. Head, Castro in second base. Phillies have Bryce on first base. Castro on second base. Coming next to the Phillies, you have Noah's Garcia next to the Phillies. You have Phillies playing on first and second base. 0 outs on the fifth. Here we go. How you gonna pitch Garcia on the catching ball now? How you gonna pitch Garcia swinging the ball one? How you gonna pitch Garcia swinging the right to the grass? And that's a single. Those Garcia will advance the first base for the field. And those Garcia got a hit. And those Garcia is 1 for 3 on. And those Garcia singles on the ground ball to left field in half. And those Garcia as the first base, Vice President, second base, Castro on third, base on the Phillies. Coming next about the Phillies, you have Brandon Washington next about the Phillies, base on the Phillies. Yeah. 0 top of the fifth, here we go. Top of the fifth, here we go. I mean, the 50 more, just sitting there right in the grass and when I first stop, I say, Randy almost got a W on. Randy almost got a W on. This man was more down on the short line to the center field and he got almost on. And those the same race to the base of the finish of Randy was the second race, those the same race to the base, going to run, so it's going to the Cubs at 2 on the base at 6 on. And the Phillies get the 6 runs going to the 2 runs going to the bottom of the fifth, thanks to Bryce Harper and Kyle Swarm. And coming up next to the Phillies, we have Adam next to the Phillies. I play back in second base and third base. New Orleans, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. I got a pitch and look away from Adam out is out in the second spot. The center field, the peak Armstrong. The very much match third base. But the Phillies scoring another run, so it's one of the Cubs at 2 and the Phillies at 7. The Phillies get the 7 run score. The bottom fifth thinks that those go see him. That was it's 7-2 Phillies. So coming up next to bat for Phillies, we have Bryce Sack next to bat the Phillies. Got one big player in third base. One out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And how you gonna pitch these dice? Soon as I'm going, how you gonna pitch these dice waiting for it? Soon they go right into the grass. Not the same gonna right side of advance to first base for the Phillies. And right side got a hit. Right side going for 3 on. And right side single on the fly ball to the center field. Peak on so and right side advance second base. And the Phillies score another runs. It's one of the Cubs at 2. The Phillies get 8 runs, and the Phillies get an 8-run score. And the bottom of the fifth thanks to Rain Morris. That's 8-2 Phillies. And from that next to bat the Phillies, we got JT Reed next to bat the Phillies. We have one thing for second base. One out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Now we're gonna fix JT going forward. Running catch goes strike number 1. We're gonna fix JT run catch ball 1. We're gonna fix JT run catch ball 2-1. We're gonna fix JT going forward. Swing that go right into the grass. And that's the single. JT Reed advance to first base for the field. JT Reed got a hit. JT Reed is 2 for 3 on. And JT Reed is single on one drive to center field peak out. So and the Phillies score another run. So score the Cubs at 2 and the Phillies at 9 runs. The Phillies get a 9-run score on the bottom of the fifth thanks to Bryce Stud. That's 9-2 Phillies. We put up 9 runs in the bottom of the fifth. 9 freaking runs on the Chicago Cubs' heads. We got Christmas said just 9 freaking runs. And coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Justin Coleman next to bat the Phillies. We got one fake player on first base. One out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And big change for the Cubs. So Javier Sosa's gonna pitch tonight. Gonna pitch for the Cubs. It'll be Jacob Webb. So Jacob Webb got a pitch. Gonna be Justin Webb. Running the balls and dirt. The balls on them. They were gonna pitch Justin. Running swing the ball on them. They were gonna pitch Justin. The balls and dirt. The ball 2-1. And Jacob Webb gonna pitch Justin. Swing the ball on 2-2. And Jacob Webb gonna pitch Justin. Swing the miss. And that's strike 3. Justin covers out. Justin Coleman, you 0 for 3 with your second strikeout. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we have Trey Turner next to bat the Phillies. We got one Philly player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. They will get a pitch to Trey. Running catch goes strike number 1. They will get a pitch to Trey. So running catch goes 1-1. They will get a pitch to Trey. Running Trey Turner flies out to the right field and Matt Shaw in foul territory. And Trey Turner's out. 320, 1 for 4. That's 3 out to the Phillies. So it's on. The Cubs have 2 runs. The Phillies have 9 runs. That's the end of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn to bat. Let's see what the Cubs can do. The turn to bat top of six. And the 3 Cub players who bat top of six be Carson Kelly, Dansby Swanson, and Miguel Almeida. We get Christmas saying his 9 runs of points. The Phillies get Christmas saying his 9 runs of points, Drew. And so we get Christmas saying his 9 runs of points. You know what? We got this game in the bag. The Cubs ain't shit. Give us somebody harder to play. Give us somebody better to play. Give us a better team to play. Oh wait, no wait. After this series, we got to play the Braves next on Friday, and then we got to play. So we got to play the Braves Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then from the 20th to the 23rd, we got to take on the Cubs. We got to go to Chicago to play the Cubs again. So that's going to be a 4-game set right there. 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Yep. And the 20th to the 23rd is when we got to play the Cubs again in Chicago. So that's going to be again. But. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we had coming up the bat for the Cubs. We had Carson Kelly going to bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base 0 outs, top of six, hitting home. Because we're saying you got a victory, Carson running because he goes ball 1-0. Because we're saying the victory, Carson swing the miss and strike 1-1. Because we're saying the victory, Carson running because he goes ball 2-1. Because we're saying the victory, Carson wait. And Carson Kelly grounds out to the shortstop, Trey Turner to the first base and right over, and Carson Kelly's out. What's up, West Philly boy? He's got this one tonight. We need a game like this. I know, right? Making out 9 runs. Yeah. After what happened with after how the Phillies played terrible in the Diamondback series at home. Yeah, this is like a wake up call for the team right now. I'm back Wednesday. So I want to go eat dinner. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies. Coming next, the bat for the Diamond. Coming in next, the bat for the Cubs. We have Dansby Swanson next, the bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base. 1 out, top of the six. Here we go. Phillips Senior's got a pitch between Dansby. Run that catch goes. Balls 1-0. Phillips Senior got a pitch between Dansby. Get ready for it. And Dansby Swanson grounds out to the pitcher, Christopher Sanger, who do it to the one of him puts to do it to the first base and vice over in time. And Dansby Swanson's out. 9 runs. Like, come on, 9 runs because of Sanchez. This feel like opening day again when the Phillies dropped like 10 runs like on the Texas Rangers head. Like literally, this is like yo. All right, see you later, Jim. Thanks for coming by. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Miguel Almeida, and coming next, the bat for the Cubs, and the Cubs players on base. 2 outs, top of six. Here we go. Because Sanchez got a pitch coming up for you, Miguel, go wait for it. Run that catch goes, balls 1-0. And Chris Sandy got another pitch to be Miguel, get ready for it. Swing in the mids, and that strike one is 1-1. Chris Sandy got another pitch to be Miguel, get ready for it. And Miguel Almeida got an expert time on you, and Miguel Almeida get up in the mailbox to some base runs. And Chris Sandy got another pitch coming up for you, Miguel, get ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 2 to 2-1. Running catch goes to ball 2 to 2-1. Oh, they got Charlie Romans warming up for the Chuck Holmes. And the Phillies are officially back. Yep, they are back. And so it's in the Phillies. This is how we do it. Yeah, this is how we do, man. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch going for you, Miguel, go wait for it. Right now catch goes to ball 3 is a 3-1. And now we're 7-8 in the season. Both teams got the same record, but we try to get our 8th win tonight. And we're gonna take this first one, so. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming for you, Miguel, go wait for it. Right now catch goes to strike 2 is a 3-2. That's a 4 count. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming for you, Miguel, go wait for it. You swing it down, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Miguel Mayer will miss the first base for the Cubs. And Miguel Mayer singles on a line drive to left fielder Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh should have cast that in the outfield, man. Why we letting Miguel Mayer get on base? Like, why? And we got a, oh yeah, we got a mound with we got JT Moon, we asked my mound with JT Moon going to the mound to talk to his pitcher and teammate Christopher Sanchez. We got one the Fly hat on, the Flyers about to have one win away, making it to the damn playoffs. Go ahead, go shout out to the Flyers. The Flyers are about to make it to the playoffs, yo. They need one more win, so the Flyers are playing tonight. So so the Flyers need one more win. They play tonight, so. Oh, y'all! It's a battle. It's a battle at the Philly Sports tonight, y'all. It's a battle at the Philly Sports tonight. We got the Phillies taking on the Cubs tonight, and then we got the and then we got the Flyers who at the XP. We got the Phillies taking on the Cubs at Central Park, and then you got the Flyers taking on the Carolina Hurricanes at XP Arena. So that and the game is tied 2-2 in the second inning in the second period. So it's about to be rocky because if we win our game, the Phillies win their game, and the Flyers win their game, it's gonna be a victory freaking Tuesday. Because the Flyers gotta play tomorrow night too, and they gotta play tomorrow night as well. So they got the Flyers gotta play tomorrow night too. So that's another thing that the Flyers gotta play tomorrow night too. So that's one of those other things that's coming up because the Flyers gotta play tomorrow night too. So and that's one of those things because they gotta play on a Tuesday night anyway. Yeah, because the Flyers are playing the Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens are coming to Philadelphia tomorrow, so it's gonna be the battle of it's gonna be Philly Flyers versus Canadians. Oh, Montreal, y'all about to get what's coming on because that one. So it's just literally it's gonna be a battle of the Phillies once again tomorrow night. Phillies and Cubs game two. Montreal Canadiens versus Flyers second in another game tomorrow night. So literally, it's about to be interesting because this is about to be like one of those funny things right there. So, and then the Sixers play on Wednesday against the Orlando Magic for the playing tournament game. Oh yeah, so it's gonna be yeah, so yeah. And then the strike two, the three to Pokemon. Continuing the question, we get a swing to go right to the grass, not single. And McGill Ray race the first base for the Cubs, and McGill Ray singles on one draw to left field away marks. Coming in next to bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Armstrong. Next to bat for the Cubs, we got one Cup playing first base. 2 outs, top of the sixth, and we go. Quicksand got pitched with Miguel going forward. Quicksand got pitched with MP going forward. And Pete Armstrong grounds out to the shortstop Trey Turner, the first base, and Bryce Harper. And Pete Armstrong's out. And that's 3 outs for the Cubs. So scoring the Cubs have 2 runs, the Phillies have 9 runs. And that's the end of this. And moving on to the bottom of the sixth, it's the Phillies in the regular sixth base, and he would turn it at the bottom of the sixth. The three Philly players who at the bottom of the sixth be Cosgrove, Bryce Harper, and Adolis Garcia. Cosgrove was 2-2 with 2 home runs, a walk, and 3 RBIs. And Bryce Harper is 1 for 3 with a run. Adolis Garcia is 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a run. So pitching change for the Cubs. So pitching change for the Cubs. So Jacob West done pitching tonight for the pitch for the Cubs be Charlie Burns. You don't want Castleman to go yard again. You don't want that. You not want that. That's the problem. And so the Cubs will come around the Phillies, no play for the Rays, 0 outs, bottom of the sixth inning. And Tony Rose got a pitch count very smooth away for it. And Kyle Schwarber got hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Phillies. Charlie Burns, why would you hit Castle with a pinch, you dummy? Coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies. We got 1 on first base, 0 outs, bottom of the sixth inning. Cover Nation, Cover Nation, Cover Nation. And Charlie Runners got a pitch count very Bryce going for it. Running catch those balls 1-0. And Charlie Runners got another pitch for Bryce waiting for it. Running catch those balls 2-0. And Charlie Blair's got another pitch count for Bryce. Running catch goes ball 3-0. And Charlie Blair's got another pitch for Bryce. Great boy. Running catch goes strike one is a 3-1. And Charlie Blair's got another pitch count for Bryce. Great boy. And that is ball four. And Bryce Harper is walking and advance to first base for the Phillies. And this is Bryce Harper's first walk of the game. So the Phillies have Bryce Harper on first base and Castro on second base. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia next to bat for the Phillies. We have Freddie Perez on first base and second base. 0 outs, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. And Charlie Murray's got a pitch count for you Garcia. Great boy. Running catch goes, the ball is 1-0. And Charlie Murray's got another pitch count for you Garcia. Great boy. Running catch goes, the strike one is a 1-1. And Charlie Murray's got another pitch count for you Garcia. Great boy. And Adolis Garcia asks for time you on the Adolis Garcia. Right some baseball. And Charlie Murray's got another pitch count for you Garcia. Great boy. Running catch go to strike two is a 1-2. And Tony Bananas gonna pitch in the break go see great boy. That ball's in the dirt, that's a ball two, it's a 2-2. And Tony Bananas gonna pitch in the break you go see great boy. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. He swing that moves all the way to the wall. And the Dogs Garcia run around first, stop a second. Dogs Garcia got a W. Garcia got a W. And Dogs Garcia got a hit. He's 2-4, you. And this is Dogs Garcia's third double on the 2026 season on the short line drive to the left fielder Ian Hamm. And Bryce Harper is third base. So the Phillies have Doors Garcia on second base and Bryce Harper on third base. And the Phillies score another run. So the Cubs got 2 runs. The Phillies got 10 runs. And the Phillies get the 10-run score in the bottom of the sixth thanks to Kyle Schwarber. So coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, you got Brandon Marsh next to bat of the Phillies. You got Freddie Perez on second base and third base. 0 outs, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. Charles Perez got a pitch connect for you. For you, Morris, great for his swing. The man is strike 1-1. And Charlie Perez got a pitch for you, Morris, great for it. Running catch go to strike 2 is 0-2. And Charlie Perez got a pitch connect for you, Morris, great for it. And Brandon Morris lines out to the third baseman, Alex Bregman. And Brandon Morris is out. Maybe watch 2 for 3. The whole team is a player of the game. That's right. We got 10 runs. I feel like opening freaking day against the Braves again. It feels like that again. I don't know why it feels like that, but hey. So coming up next, to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Bohm next to bat the Phillies. We got Penny Bears on second base and third base. 1 out, top of the six. 1 out, bottom of the six. Here we go. And Charles Bernard's got a pitch in for Alec away for it. That ball's in the dirt. The ball's 1-0. And Charles Bernard's got another pitch for Alec away for it. Riley's catching go. The strike one is a 1-1. Come on, Alec Bohm. You need to get another hit, man. The breeze are hot today. The bats are not going cold today. The bats are not going today. The Phillies bats are hot tonight. Like, damn, you want to pop the damn flames. And Charles Bernard got another pitch in for you. Alec away for it. Riley's catching goes the ball 2. The 2-1. And Charles Bernard got another pitch in for you. Alec away for it. So you just want to like, hey. But we already know how this goes, y'all. The Phillies will hit 10 runs on the first game. And then the second game, they can't hit for shit at all. Mm-hmm. And Alec Bohm grounds out to the shortstop Danny Swanson to the first baseman Carson Kelly, and Alec Bohm is out. Alec Bohm, you 1 for 3 with your first strikeout. And those were seen as third base. But the Phillies scored another run. So scored the Cubs had 2 runs. The Phillies had 11 runs. And the Phillies get the 11 runs score in the bottom of the sixth next to Bryce Harper. It's 11-2. Okay, can the Phillies start scoring runs right now? Because, we up to 11 runs right now. Yeah, Christmas Sanchez 11 runs. What's up, Finn? Finn Flame Moon. We up to 11 runs, yo. The Phillies are hot tonight. They got 11 runs. So coming up next, to bat for the Phillies, you got Bryson Stott next to bat the Phillies. You got 1-3 player on third base, 2 outs, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. Charles Bernard's got a pitch in the way, Stark away for it. Running catch does balls 1-0. Charlie Bernard's got another pitch, start running catch goes ball 2-0. And Charles Bernard's got another pitch, start running catch goes ball 3-0. And Charlie Bernard's got another pitch, start away for it. Running catch goes to strike one is a 3-1. Are you still on your lunch break? Vid? Okay. And Charles and us another pitch for Stark away for one. And that is ball 4. And Bryson Stott is walk on base the first base for the Phillies. And this is Bryson Stott's first walk of the game. So the Phillies have Bryson Stott on first base and the Doors go see him on third base. Well, I used to play GTA on PS4. I had GTA 5 on the PS4. The only reason why I got GTA 5 because my ex told me to get the GTA 5. And I played GTA 5 one time on the PS4 and on my PlayStation 4, and I haven't played it since. Yeah, so I haven't played it since. Yeah, because I'm not really good at GTA 5. I'm really not good at that game. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had J2 coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had J2 and the next bat for the Phillies, we got Philly Bears on first base and third base. 2 outs, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. Yeah, Pitt came in here Wednesday. I didn't want you to miss seeing him come on the stream because you would miss that. And Charles Bernard another pitch connect for JT can wait for it. Riley's catching go strike was 0-1. And guess what, Wednesdays, check out the pin comment, Wednesdays. The Phillies got 11 runs right now. It's 11 to freaking 2. The Phillies just scored their 10th run and their 11th run. They scored their 10th run off a double from Garcia. The scoring Cox run to make it 10-2. Then Vernon Ross lines out. Adam Bone gets the grounds out. And then Garcia gets the third base. And Bryce Harper scored, made it 11-2. And Charlie Miller gonna pitch me JT Weaver. Running catch goes balls 1-1. And Charlie's winner is gonna pitch me JT Weaver. You swing it out was a 5 balls 1-2. I know it's not good. Well, it's not. Well, I don't know what you call it. A good Christian game with Star Wars. Yeah, this because I have a lot of online friends on YouTube who play GTA 4 and play GTA 5. So they play GTA. So they that's a game they like to play. So I decided to get the game 'cause I wanted to try something new. And those that say hit a double and win next. He hit a double. That's what he did. And that's how he got on second base. And then he advanced to third base after Vice Harper scored. And Charles Reagan never pitched me JT away for it. He swinging that was the foul was 1-2. And Charles Reagan never pitched me JT away catching on strike one. Charles Reagan never pitched JT away catching 1-1. Charles Reagan never pitched JT away for it. He swinging that was the foul was 1-2. And Charles Reagan never pitched me JT away for it. Roddy catching the ball 2-2-2. Charles Reagan never pitched JT away for it. He swinging that one goes right into the grass and that's a single. And JT Miller advanced to first base for the Phillies. JT Miller got another hit. JT Miller was 3 before you. JT Miller was 3 before you. And JT Miller singles on a line drive to the right field and Red show. And Bryce started at second base. And the Phillies had JT Miller first base. And Bryce started third base. And the Phillies scored another run. So scored the Cubs had 2 runs. The Phillies had 12 runs. And the Phillies got their 12th run score in the bottom of the 6th. Thanks to Adolis Garcia. Now it's 12-2. We just got 12 runs in the Cubs' hand. We got game cut and Christmas Daniels 12 freaking runs. Good day to the Chicago Cubs. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wait for it. Look at the pin comment right now, listeners. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Clark. Next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Philly Bears on first and third base. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. And Charlie they're gonna face gonna be Justin Greenberg. He's swinging out on the 5-1. And Charlie they're gonna face Justin running catch strike 2-2. Charlie they're gonna face Justin running catch goes 1-2. Charlie they're gonna face Justin Greenberg and Justin Coleman grinds out to the shortstop. Dave throws into the first baseman and Carson Kelly and Justin Coleman's down. Justin Coleman you over 4 with your second strikeout. Justin Coleman you over 4 with your second strikeout. And you straight Bryson Stott and you straight JT Manuel and Bryson Stott on base. And that's terrible. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score the Cubs had 2 runs, the Phillies had 12 runs. That's the end of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Cubs turn the red, the City Cubs, and the turn the red top of the 7th. And the 3 Cubs players in the red top of the 7th, Red Show, Nico Horner, and Alice Redmond. Yeah, Justin Covers having a bad game tonight, yo. His batting average going down to 313. That's okay. Justin Cole's our rookie though. He'll learn. He's learning the majors a little bit. So, you know, the big league pitchers are starting to figure out Justin Crawford now. Now they're starting to figure him out. It's like it's gonna be hard for Justin Crawford to do the same thing he did from opening day and stuff to kind of go off like that. So they starting to figure him out a little bit. So now they seeing that they figured him out there. Oh, the reason why Seth Johnson got called up to the bigs because Jonathan Valwin is on the injury list. Because Jonathan Valwin got like a groin injury, so
So about y'all breaking news, guys. Jonathan Bowens, the Phillies pitcher, Jonathan Bowens is on the injury list because he got a groin injury, and the Phillies decided to call down to the AAA. The bring they decided to call the manager of the Iron Pigs the recall of Steph Johnson. So yeah, because Jonathan Bowens on the injury list for opinion for a right groin injury, and that's why Steph Johnson got recalled on. Yeah, so you know. So Pete James for the Phillies. So Quinton Sanchez that pitching night cover pitch for the Phillies with Seth Johnson. I don't do karate fit, but I used to do taekwondo. I used to do taekwondo and I was really good at taekwondo when I was like younger. I got up to like the blue stripe I think it was. Yeah, on the taekwondo, but I didn't finish it because you know the whole injury I had. And then so you know I only got the blue stripe, so I ain't never finished in taekwondo. So no, yeah, because I think yeah. No, I think I got the green stripe. I think it was, but I never finished it. So I never got the green belt and all that stuff, and then black belt and all that. So you know that kind of whole thing. So Christopher Sanders was 16 pitches, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 runs, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run, and 2.01 ERA. To come out the bat for the Cubs, we have Matt Shaw in the bat for the Cubs. The Cubs raised on 8-0, top of the 7. Here we go. So Johnson gonna pitch, he made running catch goes 1-0. So Johnson gonna pitch, he made running catch goes 1-2-0. So Johnson gonna pitch, he made running catch goes strike one is a 2-1. So Johnson gonna pitch, he made running swing at the ball 1-2-2. So Johnson gonna pitch, he made running catch goes 1-3. It's a 3-2 for kill. So Johnson gonna pitch, he made great boy swing at the ball 3-2. And so Johnson gonna pitch, he made great boy. He's swinging that one. That's another foul. Still 3-2. No, I never post on my page or anything. No, I don't post that stuff. I did that when I was younger. So, and I never posted that stuff. That was something I did. Like I used to always go to taekwondo practice like every day after school when I was in high school and stuff. So I never posted on YouTube or nothing like that. But you know, you can I still have my taekwondo uniform and stuff. I still got the uniform. I still got the bag with the stuff in it. Then I still got you know, the gloves and stuff you wear when you do sparring and stuff. I think I broke one of my trophies I got for you know doing like the competitions and stuff. I broke that, which was you know that in itself. Yeah, so you know that kind of whole thing. But you know, so you know. And Sergio's gonna pitch for you, make it wait for it. And that is ball four. Matt Shaw is walking to miss the first base for the Cubs. Way to go, Matt. Way to go, Seth John. You walked your first bat again, Matt Shaw. So pitch on Tuesday. So Scott Kingery is gonna pinch hit for Nico Horner. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Scott Kingery. Coming next to bat for the Cubs, we got one Cub playing first base. One out, 0 outs. Top of the 7. Here we go. Seth John's gonna pitch for you. Scott's getting ready for it. And Scott Kingery grabs into a force out to the pitcher, Seth Johnson. Going ahead puts and threw it to the shortstop, Trey Turner. And Matt Shaw is out at second base, but Scott Kingery missed the first base. Yeah, I do a lot of acting challenges on fun. I started yeah I did a lot of acting challenges on TikTok. So if you go to my TikTok page, you'll see all my acting challenge videos I did. Yeah, because I just you know I do a lot of acting challenges on TikTok, and I just post some of the acting challenges I did from my TikTok to my YouTube. So if you go to my short section, you'll see some of my acting challenges I did from TikTok that I posted on YouTube in my YouTube short section. Yeah, on the short section on my page, you'll see. And I also got the duet challenges in there too. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Alex Bregman next to bat for the Cubs. We got one Cub player first base, one out, top of 7. Here we go. So Johnny got a pitch for you, Bregman, going for it. You swing it out with the follow on one. And so Johnny got a pitch for you, Bregman, get ready for it. That ball's in there, the ball's 1-1. And so Johnny got a pitch for you, Bregman, get ready for it. Right that catch goes the ball 2, the 2-1. Yeah, so I'm really good at it. Yeah, so I'm really good at the acting challenges and stuff. So And I did post a couple of my dancing videos, but I don't post any more of my dancing videos anymore on YouTube and stuff. I only got them on TikTok. So if you want to see the newest dancing trend I did, you gotta go to my YouTube. You gotta go to my TikTok for that one. Mhm. So yeah. And sometimes in the history, everybody wait for it. Everybody grounds out to the third baseman, Alec Boone to the first base, and Bryce Harper, and Scott Kingery made second base. Everybody's out. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Sayers, and you can list the bat for the Cubs. We got one come player in second base, 2 outs. Top of the seventh, here we go. So Johnson got the pitch for you, so you can wait for it. Right now, catch goes, the ball's 1-0. Yeah, Pitt, you're a good uncle. Why you gotta call him a good uncle? Yeah, you giving them a strong run. Yeah, Seth Johnson got the pitch receiver, you wait for it. Run that catch goes, strike one's a 1-1. And Seth Johnson got another pitch coming for you, so you wait for it. He's swinging that one, it's a foul ball, it's a 1-2. And Seth Johnson got another pitch, so you wait for it. And Suzuki lines out to the center fielder, Justin Palmer, and Suzuki is out. And that's the outs for the Cubs who scored. The Cubs had 2 runs, the Phillies had 12 runs. Moving on to the bottom of the seventh, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red. Let's see what the Phillies do to turn the red at the bottom of the seventh. The three Philly players in red do at the red at the bottom of the seventh will be Trey Turner, Castro, and Bryce Harper. Trey Turner's 1-4 with a run. Castro was 2-2 with 2 home runs, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And Bryce Harper's 1-3 with a walk and 2 runs. You got 27 nieces and nephews? Dang, that's a lot of nieces and nephews. Oh, Fred, did you see the painting that my girlfriend Naomi did? Yeah, it's right over there. It's the one she did with it's called the Doctor Who. It's got the Doctor Who TARDIS. It's got the grass, it got the flowers, it's got the trees, it got the birds, it got the clouds and stuff. My girlfriend Naomi painted that picture for me, so this is real Doctor Who fan, so just want to let you know about that if you didn't see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that on Saturday when she gave it to me for like as a gift because she made for me. So yeah, so you wanna see it close up? I'm gonna have it close up so you can see it. Yeah, this is in close up. This is what my girlfriend Naomi did right here. Yeah, this is a close up of it. She painted this picture right here. Yeah, so she did this. Is her work she did. You see it fit? You see that my girlfriend Naomi did that? That's her name right there. Naomi Vanessa McCarthy. See it? Yeah, she did that. Yep. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. So wait, a first substitution, y'all. Amanda Sosa going to pinch in for Trey Turner. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the seventh. Here we go. Charlie Villar is going to pitch, going to really Amanda go ready for it. He swinging that one goes right to the grass, and that's a single. And Amanda Sosa will miss the first base for the Phillies. Amanda Sosa got a hit. He's number 1, y'all. And Amanda Sosa singles on the ground ball to the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And 3 runs on a long ball and 8 runs on the slow ball. Second leg comes with throw. I need to start back drawing. Yeah, I'm good at drawing too. I drew my girlfriend this logo that she needed for her Doctor Who story. It was a picture of Betty Piper, and then it had to like the time, like a time vortex behind it, and then it said, and then I drew out, then it said Doctor Who with the Doctor, and then Who underneath, and then it said starring Betty Piper. So I did that and I gave it to her on Saturday, so I did that one. So I'm good at drawing logos and stuff. So coming up next, if we have the Phillies, we had Kyle Swing next. If we have the Phillies, we got one big player in first base. Zeros, 5 and 7. Here we go. Charlie Venus got a pitch, gonna race one. We can ready for it. Ronnie's catch, gonna strike one's on one. And Charlie Venus gonna have pitch, race one. We can ready for it. Ronnie's catch, goes the balls 1-1. And Charlie Venus gonna have pitch, race one. Ronnie's catch, goes the ball 2-1. And Charlie Venus gonna have pitch, race one. We can ready for it. You swinging that was a 5 balls and 2-2. I forgot that the WA draft is tonight. Man, if only. Think about it when our WA team gets in there and then you ever do draft again. And our WA team's in there, we start drafting people and shit. Just think about that, guys. When our WA team gets to be part of the part of the WA league and stuff, we can start drafting people for like whatever the name's gonna be called. Cause then that'll be kind of cool just to see like who we gonna get and just be like, saying, that would be nice. Just think about that, how that would go. And Charlie Menez gonna pitch me so we go going. And Castro and Hot Sox to the third base to Adam Woodman. And Castro was out. Castro, you 2 for 3. Yeah, because going forward will be good because, I know there will be a WA draft in 2030. And I know that by that time, our WA team will already have a name. We already have a name. And we already have like the jerseys already made. Already have the logo for our team name. And also it will also have like the mascot for the W team as well. Have that. So, all those kind of things. And so, also we'll have what the court's gonna look like for the women's WA team as well. So, all those kind of things. So, that's gonna be interesting. But it's all good. So coming up next, the Rapid Philly. Oh, but Penn substitutions, guys. Otto Kemp is going to replace Bryce Harper. So coming up next, the Rapid Phillies. We got Otto Kemp next to Rapid Phillies. We got one free player on first base. One out, 5 and 7. Here we go. And Charlie Venera is going to pitch, getting ready out to. Right now, Kemp goes balls 1-0. Right, and let's say A. And Charlie Venera is going to pitch me out to. Right, Kemp goes balls 1-0. Charlie Venera is going to pitch me out to. Right, Kemp goes balls 2-0. Charlie Venera pitch out. Right, Kemp goes balls 3-0. And Charlie Venera pitch out to. Ready for right, Kemp goes strike one is a 3-1. And Charlie Venera is going to pitch me out to. Ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Otto Kemp is going to go against the first base for the Bills. And this is Otto Kemp's first ball of the game. So the Phillies have Otto Kemp on first base and Amanda Stokes on second base. I got sick in the heads I already have. You can actually go to the Valley House and get the Phillies like hats and stuff. They have those things too. And offensive substitutions, guys. Offensive substitutions. Dylan Moore is going to pinch hit for those Garcia. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Dylan Moore. The next, the bat for the Phillies, you got Philly players on first base and second base. One out, top of the 7, bottom of the 7. Here we go. Charlie's Valera is gonna pitch to for you, Dylan. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch is gonna strike one's on 1. And Valera is gonna pitch gonna for you, Dylan. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes rolls 1-1. And Charlie Valera gonna pitch gonna for you, Dylan. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes roll 2-1. And Charlie Valera is gonna pitch for you, Dylan. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a 5 balls to 2-2. And Charlie Valera is gonna pitch gonna for you, Dylan. Get ready for it. And swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Dylan Moore's out. Dylan Moore, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, if have the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris. Next, if have the Phillies, we have Freddie Perez on first base, second base. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Charlie Miller got another pitch, got a Brody Morris, got a pitch, got a Brody Morris, great for him. Well, if you want to put it this way, you can hate Morris or you can love him. But, and swinging that go right to the grass, not a single. Brandon Morris advanced the first base for the field. Brandon Morris going to hit 3 before. Brandon Morris singles on the ground ball to the shortstop, Daisy Swanson. And Adam Kim advanced the third base. And Brandon Morris advanced the second base on the throw there by the shortstop, Daisy Swanson. So Phillies got Brandon Morris second base and Adam Kim on third base. But the Phillies scored another run. So scored the Cubs had 2 runs. The Phillies got 13 runs. And the Phillies get that 13-run score in the bottom of the 7th. Thanks to Amanda Sosa. Now it's 13 to freaking 2. I don't even know why the Cubs even come to play. Why the Chicago Cubs even come to play tonight? I don't feel sorry for Cubs fans at all. We just got 13 runs in your head and you only get 2 runs. I know the Cubs are going to try to get revenge on the Phillies tomorrow night. They try to come back and get us tomorrow night anyway. Just because we got 13 runs on their head tonight, so they're going to come back and get us anyway. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, you got Alec Wilson next to bat the Phillies. You got Freddie Perez in second base and third base. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. And Charlie Miller going to pitch for Alec Ray. He catches the strike on 1. Charlie Miller going to pitch to Alec Ray, but Alec Boone grounds out to the second baseman. Scott came to the first base, and Miguel Amari and Alec Boone was out. Alec Boone, you 1 for 4. Alec Boone, you 1 for 4 with your first strikeout. And you stranded Brandon Morris and Adam Kim on base. That's terrible. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So it's cool. The Cubs have 2 runs. The Phillies got 13 runs. That's the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Cubs turn the red. Let's see the Cubs are going to turn the red top of the 8th. And the 3 Cubs players in the top of the 8th be Ian Hamm, Wilson, Valestio, and Dansby Swanson. So defensive switch is from left field to right field for Brandon Morris. Dylan Moore remains in the game as the first baseman. Adam Kim remains in the game as the left fielder. And Amanda Sosa remains in the game as the shortstop. So Dylan Moore is playing first base. Adam Kim's playing left field. Justin Carver's playing center field. And Brandon Morris is playing right field. And Amanda Sosa is playing shortstop. So coming up the bat for the coming up the bat for the Cubs. We have Ian Happ to the bat for the Cubs. The Cubs players on base 0 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. So John's gonna pitch for Ian. Runner catching goes strike with 1. And so John's gonna pitch for Ian. Runner catching goes balls 1-1. So John's gonna pitch for Ian. Runner swinging the miss. That's strike 2, 1-2. And so John's gonna pitch for Ian. Running swinging at the foul 1-2. The second John's gonna pitch the running catch goes ball 2-2-2. And second John's gonna pitch the great boy. And so they go right in the grass, all the way to one. Ian had run around first, stop at second. Ian had got a W. And this is Ian Hab's third double on the 2026 season on the short fly ball to the right field of Brandon Marsh. Yeah, Marsh is in right field, yeah. Mm-hmm. So coming up next to bat for the Cubs, we have Wilson. For the rest of you, coming next to bat for the Cubs, we got one come player at second base. 0 outs, top of the eighth. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch to the Roots. He'll get ready for it. He's swinging that will go right to the grass, not a single. Wilson will base the first base for the Cubs. Wilson singles on the ground ball to the center fielder, Justin Crawford. And the Cubs score another run. So the score, the Cubs had 3 runs, the Phillies got 13 runs, and the Cubs get the third run score in the top of the eighth, thanks to Ian Ham. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Dansby Swanson. Coming next, the bat for the Cubs, we got one come player on first base. 0 outs, top of the eighth. Here we go. So Johnson got a pitch, can everybody Dansby go wait for it. Right catch goes, the ball's 1-0. And so Johnson got a pitch, Dansby go wait for it. Right catch goes, ball 2-0. And so Johnson got a pitch, can everybody Dansby go wait for it. Right catch goes, ball 3-0. And so Johnson got another pitch, can everybody Dansby go wait for it. Now Jake, you're gonna charge this one. Yeah, charges. And that is ball 4. And Dansby Swanson is ball. It will raise the first base for the. So they're gonna charge that. Wait a minute. And that is ball 4. And Dansby Swanson is ball. Will raise the first base for the Cubs. So the Cubs had Dansby Swanson on first base. And Mauricio on second base. So now we got the Phillies pitching coach coming to the mound to talk to Seth Johnson. That ain't good. I don't know why Bartez would do that. So, which next, I have no answer for that one. I have no answer why Bartez would make these decisions like this. There's some stupid moves. Oh my god. That's why sometimes I just like, I just like, oh, that's Bartez to do what he does. So you just roll with it, But it's dumb. But it's so dumb. And I agree with Star Wars that that's a dumb move. But Which they said, Rob must have a belt on his game. Maybe he does. And someone said, we know how Rob is doing. Yeah, Rob Thompson ain't the smartest guy in the world. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Miguel Monica next to bat for the Cubs. We have Cubs players on first base, second base. Zeros, top of the eighth. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch, can everybody Miguel go wait for it. And Miguel Monica gets hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Cubs. Way to go, Seth Johnson. Hit Miguel Meyer with a pinch. And now the Cubs got Miguel Meyer on first base, Danny Swanson on second base, and Mauricio on third base. Base loaded for the Cubs. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Pete Armstrong. Then coming next, the bat for the Cubs, we got base loaded for the Cubs, 0 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch connect by Pete Gray boy. He's swinging down with the 5 0-1. And Seth Johnson got another pitch connect by Pete Gray boy. Right now, catches goes, the rolls 1-1. So it needs to be the way that you could do what's better. I don't know about me doing the magic. I do the play-by-play part. I'm not doing the magic type thing. Cause I'm gonna let the Star Wars be that one. Cause I ain't doing the magic type thing. And some y'all gonna pitch me peak and ready board. You swing it down with the 5 rolls of 1 and 2. And that's it. He yells at the player. And Seth Johnson another pitch gonna be peak and ready board. Right now catch goes roll 2, the 2 and 2. And Seth Johnson another pitch gonna be peak and ready board. Life just got worse. He's not a traitor. Don't call him. Don't say I told you before, Winston. I told you before. Mike Green was used to always go to Philly halftime streams way before he even knew about my channel anyway. So he's not a traitor. So you see that one goes right into the grass. That's a single. And Pete also missed the first base for the Cubs. Pete also singles on the short line drive to the right field of Brandon Marsh. And Miguel Vargas makes the third base, and Pete Carroll makes second base. The Cubs got Pete Carroll on second base, and and got Miguel Mario on third base. But the Cubs scored another runs. The Cubs got 5 runs. The Phillies got 13 runs. The Cubs got a 2-run score at the top of the 8th, thanks to Mercy Rocho and Daisy Swanson. Yeah, you can be mad about my times, but don't be calling and saying that the Star Wars friend Mike Greeny's a traitor and stuff. Don't do that. Yeah, because then you're trying to say like it's about 13. Look at it, it's 13-5, yo. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Matt Show. Next, the bat for the Cubs, we got Cubs playing on second base and third base. 0 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch, can everybody get ready for it? Yeah, that's one of Star Wars friends. So why would you say his friend's a traitor? Come on, now. And Vashon reaches on the penalty area by the third base elbow. And Peacock serves third base. And the Cubs have Vashon on first base. And Peacock serves third base. But the Cubs score another run. So the Cubs got 6 runs. The Phillies got 13 runs. The Cubs get the 6-run score at the top of the 8th. Thanks to Miguel Mayer. That was 13-6. We just letting the Cubs just call right back in this game, yo. We just letting them call right back in this game. Look at that. We just letting them call right back in this game. Look at that. Look at that. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs. We have Scott King against the bat for the Cubs. We have Cubs base on first base and third base. 0-7-8. Here we go. Seth Jones got the pitch for you. Scott Green, but running catch go strike on the one. And Seth Jones got the pitch Scott Green, but Scott Curry pops out to the third base with Alabama in foul territory. Scott Curry's and coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Alex Raymond against the bat for the Cubs. We have Cubs base on first base and third base. 1 out, top of the 8. Here we go. Seth Jones got the pitch for you. Raymond running catch goes well. 1 out. Seth Jones got the pitch for you. Running catch goes well. 2 out. Seth Jones got the pitch for you. Raymond running catch goes strike 1-2-1. So you're gonna pitch very running goes strike 2-2-2. So John's gonna pitch very running goes roll 3-3 to 4 count. And so John's gonna pitch for you when you very ready for a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Alex Bevan's out. Alex Bevan usually got strike to F out by Seth Johnson. Go sit in that Cubs back on yeah. First strikeout for Seth Johnson, 1 game. Yeah. Wednesday's Philly halftime does the Flyers games and stuff. He does the Flyers games and things. Yeah, so coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Sid Suzuki connects the bat for the Cubs. We have cut players on first base and third base. 2 out, top of the 8, here we go. Seth Johnson got the pitch to Suzuki, get ready for it. Runner catch goes, strike was on 1. Seth Johnson got the pitch to Suzuki, get ready for it. Runner catch goes, roll to 1. Seth Johnson got the pitch to Suzuki, runner catch goes, roll 2-2-1. And Seth Johnson got the pitch to Suzuki, get ready for it. He said we need a new lease for major. Runner catch goes to strike 2 with a 2-2. And Seth Johnson got the pitch to Suzuki, get ready for it. Yeah, so they goes right to the grass, not a single. And Suzuki will miss the first base for the Cubs. Suzuki singles on the ground ball to the left fielder out of camp. And Matt Strong will second base. So the Cubs have Suzuki on first base and Matt Strong second base. And the Cubs score another runs. It's going the Cubs got 7 runs. The Phillies got 13 runs. And the Cubs will get the 7 runs scoring on the top of the 8 thanks to Pete Crown. So now it's 13-7. Hey guys, we got Rod Thompson coming to the mound to talk to Seth Johnson. That ain't good. He's taking out the game. 15 chains for the Phillies. Yeah, how many runs will Rod Thompson let them score before he wakes the hell up and makes a change? I know, right? Rod Thompson waits till last minute to do anything. Yeah, Rod Thompson wait till the Cubs had 7 runs before he decided to take a picture of him. But you know. Hmm. So pitch change for the Phillies. So Seth Johnson done pitcher of the night. Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Ryan Cochran. So coming up next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Ian Happ. Next, the bat for the Cubs, we have Cubs players at first base, second base. 2 outs, top of the 8th, here we go. The Ryan couldn't get a pitch getter for Ian. Go ahead, Bowen. You said Church, though. You didn't say Cochran. You said Church. We're going to call him Captain Church now. We call him Ryan Cochran now. The Ryan couldn't get a pitch getter for Ian. Ryan couldn't get a strike 1 go 1. And Ryan couldn't get a pitch Ian. Ryan couldn't get a ball 2 0. Ryan couldn't get a pitch Ian. Ryan couldn't get a strike 3. And Ian Happ is out. Ian Happ, you just got struck the F out by Ryan Cochran. You're going to send that because they got yeah. First strikeout for Ryan Cochran, 1K. That's the odds for the Cubs. So it's going the Cubs at 7 runs, the Phillies at 13 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see if the Phillies will turn the bat at the bottom of the 8th. And the 3 Philly players to bat at the bottom of the 8th will be Bryson Stott, JT Reed, and Justin Copeland. Bryson Stott is 1 for 3 with a walk, an RBI, and a run. JT Reed was 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And Justin Copeland was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Right. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott on the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans and Rays. 0 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Charlie Benitez got a pitch to the Bryson Stott. Go right for it. Running catch goes balls 1 0. And Charlie Benitez got a pitch to Stott. Go right for it. Running catch goes ball 2 to 2 0. No, Cody Cummins is not still in the Phillies. And Charlie Benitez got a pitch to Stott. Go right for it. Running catch goes strike 1 is a 2-1. And Charlie Blair and then pitch me start going forward. Running catch goes ball 3 to 3-1. And Charlie Blair and then pitch can then for you. Start going forward. And Bryce Stott lines out to the right field and Basho and Bryce Stott's out. Bryce Stott 11-4. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have J.T. Reed next to bat the Phillies. No Philly fans or Rays. 1 out, top of the 8th. Here we go. Charlie Veneer's gonna get a pitch in for you, JT. You ready for it? Riders catch the goal that strike 1 is 0-1. And Charlie Veneer gonna pitch in for you, JT. You ready for it? And Charlie Veneer gonna pitch for you, JT. You ready for it? Swing the 5-1.
Charlie Wagner pushing JT Greenwood. Running kick is strike 202. Charlie Wagner pushing JT Greenwood. Running kick goes balls 1 and 2. And Charlie Wagner pushing JT Greenwood. JT Greenwood fires out to the center fielder. He crowns on JT Greenwood down. JT Greenwood 3 for 5. So coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford against the bat of the Phillies. We got no Philly players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. And Tony Blair gonna pitch for Justin Greenwood. Running kiss goes balls 1-0. And Tony Blair gonna pitch for Justin Greenwood. And Justin Crawford lines out to the center field of Pete Crown, so Justin Crawford's out. Justin Crawford, you 0 for 5 with your second strikeout. And that's the answer to the Phillies. So it's going the Cubs at 7 runs, the Phillies at 13 runs. That's the end of the 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the 9th and final inning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Cubs turning red. Let's see the Cubs do turn red at the top of the 9th. The 3 Cubs plays in the red top 9 will be Mauricio, Nancy Swanson, and Miguel Mayer.
So come up the bat from the bat for the Cubs, you have Wilson's brother, stuck in the bat for the Cubs wait the race, 0 outs, top of the ninth, here we go. So Ryan Cook is still pitching, so Ryan Cook in the face, getting the runs, so Ryan Cook swinging the 5-1, and Ryan Cook in the face, Ryan Cook goes 1-1, and Ryan Cook in the face, Ryan Cook in the ball 2-2, swinging the strike 2-1-2, and Ryan Cook in the face, Ryan Cook in the ball 2-2, and swinging the foul balls 2-2, and in the face, and Ryan Cook in the face, swinging the running guys all the way to the wall. First time second. This is his first double in the 26th season on the 5 balls to the center fielder, Justin Colvin. Coming up next, the bat for the Cubs. So first up Tuesday, Michael Comfort was gonna pinch it for Dave Swansea. So Michael Comfort Michael Comfort coming at the bat for the Phillies. Coming next to the Cubs, yeah, Michael Comfort next to the Cubs. The Cubs got one Cubs player second base. Zeros, top of the ninth, here we go. Michael gonna pitch for you, Michael. Runner can go strike one. Michael gonna pitch you, runner swing at the bubbles on two. Michael gonna pitch you for you, back away for a swing. The reason I strike three. Yeah, Michael was down. Michael just got strike by Michael. Yeah, the Cubs dugout. First day of Michael, okay. Coming next about the Cubs, yeah. Miguel Mike next about the Cubs, you got no Cubs plays on base. We got one Cubs plays second base, one out, top of the ninth, here we go. Michael got a pitch for you, Miguel, go away for a swing at the 5-1. Michael, and then right by the right, because that's what some of you like to get the very sensible baseball. And one cooking in place for you again going forward. You see that was about 1-2. And the one cooking in place for you like away for you. One catching us balls 1-2. And one cooking in place for you again going forward. But one catching us strike 3. And again, one strikes on the 5-2. And coming next to the Cubs, we got Pete Carlson next to the Cubs. No Cubs plays on base. 2 outs. Top of the ninth, here we go. Alright, couldn't get a pitch to Pete going forward. And Pete Carlson flies out to the center fielder, Justin Culver. And Pete Carlson swings out. Final score is 13-7. Phillies win. The Phillies advance on the 8-8 in the season. The Cubs advance to 9-7 and 9 in the season. The Phillies get 8 win. The Cubs get the 9 goals. And so shout out to Stuff Knock on the Street, shout out to Woods Deck on the Street, shout out to Wolf on the Street. So guys, I will be streaming the Phillies versus the Chicago Cubs with game number 2 of the 3-game series tomorrow night at 6:40 p.m. on your channel. So and we have Aaron Nola pitching tomorrow. I forget who the person is, but yeah, Aaron Nola's pitching tomorrow night, so that should be a good game. So that should be a good one. So that's gonna be a good matchup tomorrow night. So same time, 6:40. So it's gonna be the same time, 6:40. So should be a good one. Things like that. But other than that, oh yeah, we do gotta sing the victory song. We definitely gotta do that one. Gotta sing the victory song as well. So, but we gotta sing the victory song to close down. So, we definitely gotta do that. So, it's gonna be Aaron versus, is it Colin Reed? Yeah. So, that should be a good matchup. So, we gotta sing the victory song. So, there's a lot to be learned. So, work well. Once the hero, the Robert G. Wade, anyone knows any kid, Robert G. Wade, he hits high holes, he hits high holes, he hits high and high in the sky holes. So when you start to feel low, instead of letting go, just remember that it, woo. Once there goes another Robert G. Once there goes another Robert G. Once there goes another Robert G. But let's go on the hunt for red October. And guys, I'm going in, MG Philly, we say them. Phillies, let's go Phillies. And you're going to rest your game is out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Phillies and Cubs round 2. I'm in game number 2. Good night, everybody.